have about 3 or 4 different players that they want to go ahead and sign. Oshe, the kind of players that Chelsea person will signing after they are done with their manager Enzo Maresca. It's clear where they want to go. Like I told you earlier, Natia Chelsea are going for Enzo Maresca is simple. There are just about 3 or 4 reasons why they are going for Enzo Maresca. I'll go over that again. I'm sure that's right now everybody knows that, but I'll go over that again and I'll tell you the kind of signings that they want to have at Chelsea Football Club in there with respect to players and why they think that those players are going to be important. In fact, this morning I'm picking up information said Chelsea wants a goalkeeper, and I'll tell you why they want a goalkeeper. They want a centre back in there. They're already linked with a centre back in there. Quality centre back. I mean, a ball playing centre back. Very good on the ball. Somebody that can play CCB or central centre back. Somebody that can command in terms of aerial duels. They want that thing, and they've spotted these players and they've gone very far in terms of negotiations in the dark before it's going to happen. Very, very important for Chelsea Football Club with everything that's going on there. A left back or a left centre back, most especially a left back can play as a left centre back. That's if, with respect to Benjamin Chilwell's consistent injuries. No, if they are not going to trust Benjamin Chilwell to be there to keep up the faith, then definitely they are going to look out for another left back in there, a winger and then a striker. The winger is already done. The striker, there are 2 names, Benjamin Sesko and then of course Victor Osimhen. Will delve into all of those nitty-gritties of those players, the conditions, the kind of players that Chelsea areas on them, and then we'll delve into what really Chelsea want to do in this transfer market, amongst other things. This is Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. If it's your first time joining me, thank you very much. Welcome to the channel. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notification. Make sure in the notification turn that you do choose all, because we want to hear from you. Over here, we'll give you the best of football analysis here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. It's a show. I feel want to join a share link. No, I mean share also a share link. No, I'm Obia, no Mosaka analysis. Share the link, subscribe to the channel, turn on notification. Let us get into the real issue. Before the Chelsea conversation, FC Barcelona have had a long conversation with Hansi Flick. It's almost official. I mean, all but official. So by a new manager. The reason why Hansi Flick is still not there at post is a simple reason of a legal matter. What legal matter is that Barcelona have to compensate Xavi and Hernandez and in the backroom staff before they can leave. And until that is done, they can't officially announce a new manager. But I can tell you on authority said Hansi Flick is in Catalan Cremona. He's in Barcelona, and there are even a lot of reports in Catalan and Barcelona who are saying, especially for Gerard Moreno, he knows exactly the rumor Hansi Flick and that he knows the number of that they kind of just dress or share the color of the dress and stuff like that. He mentioned even the number of minutes he kept in the shower. He said it was 8 minutes and some seconds, and then all of those things with respect to Hansi Flick coming to FC Barcelona. It's very important for a manager with Hansi Flick and for the club to part ways with Xavi, and the Xavi Akachom said when it comes to say Obe Free Club, no man has own free money. It's with respect to the compensations of the man. On only the area, he can waive it off for now and give Barca time to make payment. But respecting the backroom staff, 3 million each for all of those guys, they need to pay them all before say Hansi Flick can come in as a new manager. And it's a warning or the Ama Barcelona's for say if they don't do that, if they don't offset the compensation, there is no way he is going to leave. He's going to be there at Barcelona. He's going to wait until say that is done. He will not waive off anything. If Barca wants to waive off anything, they should do that, but he isn't going to waive off anything about Cheney Sika and Sunway for FC Barcelona. So that is why in TIA Barcelona fan as it stands now, Hansi Flick has still not been outdoored as the next FC Barcelona manager. That's the reason in the legal issues, and they are still in a deadlock conversation. Barca lawyers know any that of Tima, any of course that of Xavi and Hernandez lawyers. They're trying to arrive at a truce to find a way to sort everything out to make sure say Papa if any Xavi and Hernandez will be sorted. He will leave and then Hansi Flick will come in. But Hansi Flick is going to come. I've told you my reservations on Barcelona and Hansi Flick and how all of these things are probably going to be successful or not. But he's a wonderful manager. He has the track record. He has the work to do. He has the know-how and understanding and experience to thrive at a club like FC Barcelona. What to see how that goes. As it stands now, there Hansi Flick hasn't been outdoored yet. Now, today the Belgian national team brought out the list of players that are going to play in the Euros 2024 in Germany. Belgium brought out the list of the players that are going to play in the Euros 2024 in Germany. And some big names were omitted. Big name actually, omitted inside Belgium squad now. And I think that it has brought up a lot of issues in Belgium. It has brought up a lot of issues with respect to say why is it that said this name isn't in there? A top goalkeeper, a top guy, everything that is needed for Belgium national team. Why is it that a branch from Thibaut Courtois in Belgium national team squad? And it's very, very worrying. The Belgium national team squad is not there. And I've said it several times. The reason why the Belgium national team squad number are Thibaut Courtois in, and it's if you look at the Belgium national team, there are issues between Thibaut Courtois and their branch friend Kevin De Bruyne. They've had their issues for a very, very long time now. If you look at Kevin De Bruyne, I know that everybody knows the story of Kevin De Bruyne. Thibaut Courtois Virginia ex-girlfriend, and then they are together, they are married and stuff like that. Those issues are still there in terms of Kevin De Bruyne and Thibaut Courtois. But we'll wait to see how all of that goes in there. But that's the reason why Abrantia friend Thibaut Courtois is not part of the Belgian national team. Their coach won somehow only, and in as much as he has returned to full training and he will possibly play for Madrid in the Champions League final on Saturday, he is still not in there with respect to that. Will you be shocked? Say about Champions League final, maybe about the Champions League final, God willing, over the weekend, and then you see say team, your friend Dortmund has gone on and won that competition. Are you going to be shocked? Because for me, I'm not going to be shocked. I'm definitely not going to be shocked because Dortmund has the what to do. Say they will upset the odds and beat the team that's called Real Madrid. They have the what to do. They have the know-how. The players that are in there understand exactly how they want to play. They're a very good team. Matt Hummels, Marco Reus, Julian Brandt, Jadon Sancho, Ian Matheson. These are our top quality players that can upset Real Madrid on any day. I won't be shocked say Bebo game maybe then you are going to see say FC Dortmund has beaten Real Madrid in the Champions League final. Mind you already, there has been an upset in the UEFA Europa League final where Atlanta are coming from nowhere, playing that very good with Gianpiero Gasperini, one man for man marking, 1v1 press and all of those things now, and beating Tima, Jeffrey Leverkusen, who had gone on beating throughout the season, just one loss throughout the season, and it was in the Europa League final, and that's exactly what happened. So I'm not going to be shocked, definitely, because if you look at the quality of Eden Thursdays as a manager in preparing his team, preparing his players to get to the top, and then the quality of play of Mukita, it's a top team that can deliver, and at the top, yes, it's a difficult game against Real Madrid, who have the pedigree and all of those things. But one of the things that you've seen this season in the Champions League is that anytime teams have looked down on team and your friend Dortmund, they've been punished. Anytime any team has sort of I'm not giving them a chance. Anytime any team has sort of not giving them enough in terms of respect in the punish, and they did it against Paris Saint-Germain, they did it against Atletico de Madrid. So this is a team that can punish Real Madrid in the final of the Champions League at Wembley. Mind you, they have already been in the final before at Wembley. It's a top quality team. They know exactly what they want to do in terms of the final. They have exactly the plan they want to play. Eden Terzic, a brilliant manager. He has a plan on how he wants to play his game. He understands how he wants to play. He knows exactly what he wants to do. With the quality of the players in there, they will look at sitting back because they are the underdogs and then attack Real Madrid in those channels now. Using Nicolas Fulkrug and then those very good balls on Schlotterbeck off the top of the press. In the Americans, yes, individual players, experience, everything. Madrid have it all. But be careful. The counter-attacking god of Karim Adeyemi and of course Marco Reus, Jadon Sancho can be that reason until FC Dortmund go ahead and then beat Real Madrid in the Champions League final in Wembley on Saturday. So it's just a build-up to that Champions League final. Now let's delve straight into everything in terms of Chelsea and the transfers over here for you on Fiifi-Manfred YouTube. Like I said, if there's a first time of Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube, make sure subscribe to the channel, turn on notification, and then in there do choose all. Share link and also MOBA so that they can come in here, enjoy the analysis like you do. Do all share the link, send the link, share the link to that everybody that loves football to enjoy the analysis on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. God bless you. Let us. So yeah, like I said, Chelsea obviously I am okay. 4 different positions that they want to develop, they want to do better. God willing next season and in this summer, like this morning I was saying, they are not going to go gun blazing and signing everybody. They'll be very specific, very strategic, very smart in our purchases. Any players on person motor. And it'll start with a goalkeeper. And there is a reason why Chelsea still want a goalkeeper. But before that, that Chelsea have to find a way to let Kepa Arrizabalaga go. Whether it's on a full transfer or it's on loan. Robert Sanchez also Chelsea turned for 25 million on a 7-year deal. That, of course, is a dealer I never really understood for his age. Yes, it's a kind of goalkeeper that may have to go. Yes, Georgi Petrovic last season was the #1 goalkeeper, but he is not really the ball-playing goalkeeper you need for an Enzo Maresca ball, especially say, oh shit, sad game Enzo Maresca personal ball, having his extra goal, his goalkeeper as an extra defender in build-up. Senegal will be more numbers in build-up. Senegal, he can control the build-up. Senegal, his goalkeepers will want to be more comfortable in ping passes on the left and the right in there and find passing options. Oh, it looks as if Georgi Petrovic, yes, last season, he was able to develop in terms of the quality, the ability to grow as a goalkeeper. But really, he isn't at the top level. He isn't the best guy in terms of a goalkeeper. And there are a lot of very good options. There's a guy called Beto in the Brazilian Premier League. In the Diogo Costa is also in the Chelsea. Also here and say when it comes to Stefan Ortega, who has been a very, very good assistant to Ederson Morales at Manchester City. Chelsea may go and look at Stefan Ortega and then bring him to Chelsea Football Club in terms of the quality that he's going to bring the team in the English Premier League, and then of course as competition for Georgi Petrovic and all of. So yeah, Chelsea obviously are going to get going for a very, very good goalkeeper to add to the fray, to give competition to Georgi Petrovic and probably become the #1 at Chelsea Football Club. We'll wait to see who that goalie is going to be. I've mentioned options for you. You see, before I go on with the possible summer transfers at Chelsea, I need to say this. If you look at Chelsea Football Club, like I said, there is one reason why at Chelsea 4 really said, okay, let's get things done. With respect to Enzo Maresca. Enzo Enye, tactically a better coach than Roberto Di Zerbi. Roberto Di Zerbi on interviews that said they're almost on the same level in terms of coaching. Both of them know themselves, mind you. No more AC Milan Academy, and then Enzo made some moves outside of Italy and then grew into it. But he is the kind of manager, he has realized that this is a time for him to move on and take a very good opportunity and very good opportunity and try and go. Again, yes, he wanted some form of backing from the board, and they've given it to him. And that's why Chelsea for him on 5 years plus one. I've said it several times. For me, the number of years that are going to be given to a manager doesn't really matter to me, because you can have whatever years, but those that contracts can be quashed, they can be thrown away for nothing. So that really doesn't matter to me. It's about whether you get a backing from the owners, and at least as you said, the owners want to back Enzo Maresca and then go in there and give him. So Enzo is in. We're speaking about why he was here, kind of players he wants to play now. Let's just link to the kind of players that he wants to bring to Chelsea and then why he wants us to. Now, I've said about a goalkeeper. Enzo wants to build up from the back. In building up from the back, he wants a very comfortable goalkeeper on the ball. And when it comes to the qualities on the ball, he wants a goalkeeper that can pass under pressure, that can receive under pressure, that can calm down the team and build up the back, even in times where it's difficult to do. And Georgi Petrovic, like I said earlier, has been growing into it in terms of that part of his game. He's a very, very good shot stopper. I don't know. Maybe Enzo Maresca will look at developing Georgi Petrovic into a better goalkeeper in that regard. Because, like I said, the squad fits him, highly technical scorer. They can play, they can dictate the pace of the game with the ball, and they love control when he want them. And it's going to be very, very important. And that's why Enzo Maresca may look out for a goalkeeper. But mind you, sorry, Chelsea here, whilst Enzo Maresca a goalkeeper now, mind you, said there are already 2 goalkeepers that have to leave. Kepa Arrizabalaga will be returning from Real Madrid. I don't think Madrid would want to keep Kepa Arrizabalaga to distort the balance of goalkeepers now, because there's already Andre Lone, there's Kepa, there's Thibaut Courtois who's returning to possibly be imposed for the Champions League final. And obviously, there's Kepa Arrizabalaga, who was on loan from Chelsea, who really couldn't get a lot of playing time in Madrid. So definitely, I think he's going to return to Chelsea, and Chelsea have to sell him, and make some good revenue of him, and then get a very good goalkeeper in a centre back. Now, this is purely because of this man called Joe Shields. So Joe Shields, of course, after Vevel, if we crap club anymore, he has been in charge of Chelsea's technical side of the game, where in terms of recruitment, he has an oversight responsibility on the scout, and he leads the scout. Of course, there's Sam Giroud also in there who helps in stuff like that. Now, in all of these things, Abrantia, your friend Joe Shields, also has experience from Manchester City, and he was very keen bringing in Enzo Maresca, because Maresca was with him at the time where City won the treble at Manchester City. Again, he brought on the idea of Cole Palmer to Chelsea, which is very important. He also brought on the idea of Romeo Lavia, who was also in that Premier League 2 side, very, very good team that came to Chelsea. And then again, he has brought on Enzo Maresca also in the team. Now, there's a new centre back on the block at Chelsea for Dini Honkomo to a very, very large extent. Almost Dini Honkomo, they are very keen on getting this ball. His name is Tosin Adrebayo. Tosin in there. Very good centre back from that City academy. He has been a City fan for a very, very young age. Last season, Obama Fulham, one of the best centre backs, especially for middle table club like Fulham. Very good on and off the ball, played some good stuff, and Chelsea really wants Tosin to join their team. Very good centre back and player. CC, remind you, one of the biggest issues are Enzo Maresca in your last season in the championship, and he said most of the centre back, especially for Jan Vestergaard, he didn't have pace. Now Chelsea were no more issues to carry pace last season. Anytime they played with Abrantia, your friend Thiago Silva. Now what they want to do this time is that they want to get the pace in there with Tosin added to that Chelsea backline, because Belgium doesn't really have pace, and with Wesley Fofana's injury, if Chalobah is still in there, it's a good mix of centre backs with Axel Disasi. And then, of course, with Levi Cole and Benoit Belachile, very good mix of physical and technical centre backs with Chion to Tessin Adrebayo. Now, the good stuff is that his contract is ending at Fulham, so Chelsea may not need to pay anything. Newcastle United, are looking at getting Tosin Adrebayo to get their chances to join their team. But at least, as you said, Chelsea would want to do a quick one on him, possibly for free. A very, very important player, young centre back who played for Fulham in the English Premier League, has a Premier League experience, worked under Enzo Maresca before at City, and he's a player that Chelsea would want him in their fold as one of their central centre back next season. And I'm excited because tactically it is a top quality technical centre back with Chelsea. Now, apart from that, Chelsea want a comfortable left back that can play as a makeshift inverter, like Marco Creator said. Chelsea hit a ball, somebody that can come inside and play ball. They want such a left back, and they are looking at other options all across Europe. I was seeing someone like Scalvini for Bologna in the Italian Serie A. But then again, if you look at the job Scalvini, look at someone like Calafiori, also in the Italian Serie A. But all of these boys, Chelsea are not really looking at them now, but these are top prospects in the Italian Serie A. I've told you several times that if you really want to understand and start scouting in the game, you need to watch the Italian Serie A. A lot of raw gems are in there. Very, very good players in there. Now, Chelsea want a striker. Now, this is the big one. In Chelsea's quest for a striker, one of the things that is clear is in Enzo Maresca's 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3, there is the need for the fullbacks to come inside, or one fullback to come inside, the attacking number 8 to occupy the half spaces. So there isn't so much for inverted 10s that come inside. Yes, sometimes one of the wingers can come inside whilst the other one keeps the weight. The dynamics are important based on balance and then positional play that was our game. And that's the reason why Chelsea want a very good striker that to occupy the box, that will be aggressive in the box. And two names are up, and I'll tell you the dynamics in which Chelsea can get these players. Now, Antonio Conte is going to get a job at Napoli. In fact, before I did this video, his lawyers were in a tete-a-tete trying to finalize the move between themselves and SSC Napoli. And in that conversation, he has been clear to Aurelio De Laurentiis, said his main striker for next season may not be Victor Osimhen. He wants a lot of investment into his squad. Kavice Kvaratskhelia may be leaving to go and play for Paris Saint-Germain. because on also Paris Saint-Germain and in the entourage are having a quick meeting to try and finalize Kavicha Kvaratskhelia to come in and play for them. Now, in all of these things, means that for the Aurelio De Laurentiis, you have to augment our squad. And of course, we all know Antonio Conte plays in a 3 at the back system. Yes, he's going to play someone like Hesaj in their team. Yes, he's going to use some of the center backs in there in their team. He has mentioned Milan Skriniar in there. But key for them, and it's a Romelu Lukaku is a player Antonio Conte says that he wants in that Napoli or the Neapolitan team to come and join. And that's giving Chelsea the opportunity to exploit other options to get a branch for Romelu Lukaku. Are they going to go into a swap deal with Napoli, with Victor Osimhen? And Chelsea are valuing a branch here, Romelu Lukaku around £38 million, so around 44 million euro. And for, of course, Napoli, they are valuing a branch of Victor Osimhen around 130 million euros. Now, that is where the issues are going to be. The valuation of both players by both clubs. Will Chelsea accept Napoli for evaluation of Victor Osimhen, or are Napoli going to accept the evaluation of a branch for Romelu Lukaku by Chelsea for them to go on a swap? Antonio Conte loves him. Obviously, there are clubs in Juventus who could have paid for Romelu Lukaku. Obviously, he can't go there because the issues they see last summer. Roma cannot get Romelu Lukaku on the permanent basis. Chelsea want to let Romelu Lukaku go. It wasn't a good business in their opinion, given everything that happened with Papa from Thomas Tuchel. They need to find ways to keep their team in there and get a job done. Easy. We'll wait to see if Chelsea can really do a deal, a swap deal. That will be somewhere around 90 million plus. The player exchange for a branch FN Victor Osimhen to come to Chelsea. But if not, then obviously there's going to be that big one in there that Chelsea also looking at Benjamin Šeško, a brilliant player in there for Chelsea Football Club. Chelsea know Šeško, always a Salzburg player, and looks as if RB Leipzig wants him, and they are speaking directly to him. They want to get him in there. Chelsea knows that he won't be easy. He's a technical midfielder, technical centre forward. Has a lot of pace, very aggressive, win second balls. His hold up play is also very good. And in times where Chelsea needs stuff like that, they will need a player with Benjamin Šeško up front. Of course, the dynamics between any Nicolas Jackson also will come and play in terms of what happened inside purchase or chase for a striker for Chelsea Football Club. We'll wait to see how all of those things do pan out in terms of Chelsea and the kind of players that they get in the summer. But this is the overview of the Chelsea person here in the summer. We'll bring an end to Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. There's a broadcast from Fiifi-Manfred. Thank you very much for watching. Share it, like, subscribe. Bye bye.